That ain't gonna happen again. Plus, I was at his stadium, so you know that shit ain't gonna happen again though, cuz I promise.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I'm in the hell
this
game
defense
with
very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape,
That's what I'm saying.
so that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
You play 2-2.
Let's go, AJ.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play
That's
action,
a
toss
bitch
that
ass
bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back.
Take this
Let him
L.
pick up a first
Fuck,
down,
nigga.
keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Powering his way forward, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's cool.
Von Miller there.
Stay on it then. Pussy.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
No, we don't want that route. We don't want that route.
Plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with
No, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on.
Oh my God, that was really trying to fucking sell me.
Don't worry, Wayne, that nigga Phone's gonna throw that motherfucker at you.
You absolutely have to get takeaways. You got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive
Damn,
teams
we got a what's
they
name
come
is
in
user?
bunches.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock.
You ain't gonna score, I ain't tripping.
Because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in...
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Why did I just do that shit?
Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Come on, Wayne, bro. I'm trying to win my division, bitch.
Up and good. And it's now a 7-0
Yours too, bitch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Both of you niggas got to fucking win.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb.
I mean, man, fucking 5 and 6.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
That's what I'm saying, bitch. Let me breathe, nigga.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. They've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working. Robert Woods, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown LA. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed out hard there. He was ready for that running play. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Beckham. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. Now they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because when the defense got it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Forced out to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. On 1st down, Stafford here. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Stafford. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams continue to pull away here. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Stafford now to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going up top for Kupp. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Play action. Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
The final shot before the break. Stafford rolling to his right. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A big play there for L.A. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Stafford on first down. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Rams. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Looking downfield for Jones. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dillon again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Dillon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught at the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Showtime, baby.
Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level of what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Looking deep for Adams. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And bringing it out usually isn't the best decision, but he turned it into a good decision with what winds up being a terrific return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that play certainly took a long time, and that's why a lot of coaches in training camp, they use a whistle or a horn at about 3 seconds because they want the ball in the hands of the quarterback. They want the play to develop quickly and get the ball downfield. This one had to go over 5 seconds holding on to the football, and then he ends up getting hit, and they have an incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Cobb to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.